Okay, damn it. So I'm just gonna start because I can't wait for people to come in. But yeah, today I just wanted to talk about this yarn that I got that is so fly. This is not like a commercial or promotion for them or whatever. I got this from Hirschner's and Willow Yarns. And yeah, it's like, what is this called? Rise. It's called Rise. And it's let's tell you what it is. It's 58% cotton, 42% acrylic. It's mad soft. It's made in China, but it's mad soft. And they say that you use an H crochet hook or number 8 knitting needles. And they say this is a 2 weight. You know, I really think it's a 3 weight, but I'm using it as a 2 weight, and it's really cool. It's nice and soft. And it has like other colors on the inside. If you can see, looks really cool. You know. But anyway, so today I wanted to talk about texture and uh, the flat crochet stitch versus the flat crochet stitch, the double crochet stitch that everybody loves. I used to do it so much that it was just easy. I could crochet without looking, you know, and just make some cool things. But when you've been doing it for a while, you would like to learn some different techniques, you know. And so with that, I wanted to show you guys some things like some texture, like with this one. This was a swatch that I made with just double crochets, and I find like the when you do the double crochet from side to side, so I usually crochet in a round, but when you do it from side to side, there's like this ridge effect. I don't know if you can see it. It gives you a ridge, you know, and so to get rid of that ridge on the flat, you crochet in the front, from the back to the front is what I want to say. It's not the post, but from the stitch. So I'm gonna have to do a video of it. But this is a double crochet through the front post. But you come from the back, you draw up a loop, you bring up the loop, you draw through 2, and you draw through 2, and you're crocheting from the back to the front instead of going in the same direction every time. Because most of us crochet from the front, double crochet to the front, turn it over, go double crochet to the front, and that's what creates that ridge. But if you do it from the front and the back, it eliminates, not to the point where it's not visible at all, but it keeps it flat. It keeps, you know, it gives it a flatter look than the ridges. Yeah, so try that. That's one of my ways of doing it. Because when you crocheting around, everything is even. There's no ridges. There's nothing. You just go. You know, this is something that I'm working on. I don't know what it's going to be, but like I said, I crocheting around a lot. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this. This is just a swatch, but imagine this on a larger scale, like a top or a cardigan or something. Yep, and these are extended treble crochets, which is yarn over twice, insert hook to the front, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the first loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and it extends it a little longer, makes it a little longer, and it gives it some more definition than just the plain double crochet. And then even with it being longer, you can play with it. You know what I mean? You can do other things. Like suppose since it's this long, we could do double crochets, like at least 3 double crochets to that around that post. Let's do four double crochets around that post. And then we can connect it with a slip stitch right there. And we could just play. It's like playful, more thought provoking than just doing the double crochet, which, like I said, is nothing wrong with it. But it's just that I want you to see other stitch patterns that you can do that'll make crochet fun, because it was fun to learn how to do it. But then we get to a plateau and be stuck there and think that everything we make is beautiful with just that stitch, which it can be. But there's other textures. And like I was telling my friend earlier today, texture is not just a touch thing, it's a visual thing, it's a sound thing. You can hear texture. If you're driving in the street on a smooth surface, you hear that. If there's a bump, which is some texture, you hear that. If you look at something, you can see that it's smooth, but you can also see that it has a texture, and which makes you want to touch it. You know what I mean? So I feel like texture touches all of our senses, you know? And with that, I find that it's just better to try to advance yourself in your craft. Don't just stay stuck in one area about it. And oh wow, what's up, neighbor? You crazy? My neighbor, hey, my peoples. So yeah, it's just about learning. I want to teach my neighbors how to do this. Yeah, it's about learning different things and trying to expand our minds and try to like do other things besides flat knitting and flat crocheting. I say knitting a lot because I'm a knitwear designer and I've been knitting on machines by hand, um, and sewing and doing all the things for over 40 years. And it's like sometimes I cross things and say cast on instead of saying chain, but I'm getting better with it because I have to teach you and show you the right vernacular, for each subject. So yeah, but I'm just talking because I want everybody to know that I'm here. You know, and it's like time. And if you have any questions or want to talk about anything, hit me up. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not going yet, but I'm just saying. That's what everybody else says. Like, comment, and subscribe. Neighbor, what's going on with you?
Everything is fine with me today. Thanks for asking.
Yo, Google is crazy. He said everything is fine with me today. Thanks for asking. I'm dead. That is funny. This yarn is fly too. It crochets really well. Sticks. Mhm. Yeah, this yarn is cool. Mad soft. I wish we could play music, yo. Yeah, for instance, I wanted to speak about that too. Since we're on the subject of texture, this is, I don't know if you can see it because it's white, really white, but this is like formed with double crochets, treble crochets, front post double crochets, back post double crochets, and front post treble crochets. And the 6 stitch front post treble crochet cluster. Like that's a lot, but it gets the job done. It makes it visually stunning, you know? And it's way better to see that than to continuously see this. Like this is crazy to me, you know what I mean? And it's fun. I like doing it. I have a whole sweater that I made for myself in double crochets, but I put a word in the top, a couple of words that say unfollow me in the top. And it was cool to make because it was like a no brainer for me. And I was watching television and I was crocheting without looking and all that. I pay attention to this. This keeps you interested in paying attention to what you're doing. And it's not so mundane and humdrum, you know? And this is what I live for, texture and volume, you know? So that's what I want to like achieve on YouTube, getting people to step it up a little bit. And hopefully we can work something out and make something creative. Like I said, I don't want to teach you how to make what I make. I want you to be creative and think outside of the box and create something with some stitchery, you know, some creative stitchery. And it takes a minute. You got to think about it. It involves math, you know. And I'm lazy too. I don't want to do it sometimes, you know, but I have to figure it out for the circumference and the depth of the garment that I'm trying to make. And I hate making blankets and I hate making scarves, but when people order it, you got to do it, but you don't want to give them something that everybody else can make. You want to upgrade and make things that no everybody's like, oh, I've never seen that before. I didn't know you can do that in crochet. That's what you want to hear, you know? And so that's what I'm here to achieve with you guys. Try to help the best way I can, you know? Now I am a little upset that it got clogged up on the inside, this yarn. And gotta take out a whole bunch of it to try to fix it. That's one thing I didn't like about this. But on a whole, it's so good to work with. Mad soft. Look at this. If I wasn't on YouTube, I'd be saying a bunch of things right now because of this. But they try to take away your cursing privileges. No cursing. Mm. There you go. Yep. Yo, it's raining like crazy over here this weekend. Mm-mm. 5, 6. That's what I'm supposed to. 3, 6. Mm. Yeah, this is probably the last round. I'm just gonna figure out how to make something bigger and better. What I like about this stitch is that there's like openings or whatever. And I guess like once it drapes, because it's not heavy enough to drape yet. But once it gets heavier, it's gonna look like that. You know, this could be a bunch of things. This could be you can make hand warmers out of this. Like, oh yeah, you can make hand warmers. It already has like a hole, so and then you can go around this and make like the thumb. You could probably do fingers as well. I don't know. Yeah, but this is cool. Yeah, this stitch is really cool. Versatile. You can do lots of things with this. Yo, visionary. This is some visionaries. Anyway, I'm not going to be on here forever. I don't even know how long I've been on here. What? 18 minutes. Well, I guess that's it, you guys. We'll talk later.